Hello, and welcome to this pre-concert talk for the world premiere of Jonathan Whiting's song cycle, Seasons. I'm joined by the composer, Johnny, and our wonderful host for this interview, Scarlett Clemmow. Over to you, Scarlett.
Great, okay, so the first question I wanted to ask both of you was, how did you choose the text for the cycle?
So, I think the original idea for the cycle came from sort of my love of Romance languages, and from that I thought, wouldn't it be really cool to sort of combine languages within a song cycle? I pitched this to Johnny and we both agreed that it would be something a bit different. I don't really know of any song cycles that do that. So that was the initial thought. So I thought I want one text in French, Italian, Spanish and Romanian, sort of 4 Romance languages spanning different parts of Europe. And so then looking for poems to do the seasons, I quite enjoyed looking at particularly poems that didn't necessarily do what you expected, with sort of our preconceived ideas of the seasons. So this particularly with summer, or vară in Romanian, and autumn, the Spanish otoño. The summer one, I feel like you can tackle summer in 2 ways in literature. You can either think of it with the sort of beach parties, Ibiza style, like seshing, which hopefully will be back soon, or you can do what Toporceanu does, and go for a more sort of hazy, calm, sort of warm summer. I like this text because it almost reminds me of a Cambridge summer. There's a wonderful line in it of un vițel in riu Sadapa, which is a calf is down by the river drinking. And I just think that conjures for me up memories of Midsummer Common or Grantchester and hunting and all that sort of loveliness. So I wanted to sort of get these differing views of the seasons, and then autumn, which you'd expect to be a bit sort of calmer, stiller, everything's slowing down before winter. But actually, Benedetti, the poet, is choosing to say, look, let's appreciate autumn, let's go full on and party and have fun, because winter's coming and it's gonna make us sad and be slow and sad. So let's have fun in autumn. So I think that I had fun sort of finding these different views of the seasons.
Do you think that is kind of a feature of different languages, that they do maybe interpret things differently, and that those kind of associations linguistically come across in the poems?
I think certainly in terms of the culture as well. I mean, you think about Romanian summer. I mean, I haven't been to Romania, but I'm imagining based on like Italian summers, which are very balmy, this sort of thing, as compared to say Spain, where there's this culture of Ibiza and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think there is definitely something to be said for that. And also, as you say, like within the language, Spanish has just sort of more fun consonants to play around with. I feel like you can have more fun with words.
Yeah.
Than in say Romanian or Italian, which are more focused on vowels.
Yeah, definitely. Johnny, had you written in other languages before, and was it different composing and setting a lot of different languages?
I haven't, not to this extent.
Yeah.
Mostly I've been doing English, mostly specifically like musical theatre, works for the theatre. The reason I enjoyed writing this cycle particularly was the challenges that those languages brought when it came to setting them. Having to constantly message Richard saying, where's the stress on this word, or where's this word, oh no, actually that's just 2 syllables, and I was like, okay, changing it. I mean, that's part of the excitement of working on this with Richard. And it's just sort of, also each language has its own sort of character to it. It adds to not only just from the text, but from the language itself. And each piece I wanted to bring out just more than just the setting of the poem. Each is almost its own narrative that's sort of in the poem, but also sort of amplified by the music as well.
Yeah. No, I think that's really interesting. Do you feel like it was more of a collaborative process than maybe other songs that you've written have been, because you kind of knew it was for Richard and he had this kind of interest in those languages?
Oh yeah, because I plan. I wanted like a song cycle, and I went to Richard and said, I want to do something like this. What sort of text are you thinking? So from the beginning, it was what texts are you interested in? What do you think would make a good cycle? And working with performers and singers when you're writing music makes it so much more exciting. It's better than when you're stuck at home writing for listening to Sibelius sing your music at you. It's not going to give you much criticism, but it was great. That's the best bit, is writing with real people.
Yeah. I mean, do both of you have a favourite song or a favourite text that you kind of really enjoy singing, or that you really loved composing, that you're really happy with?
I think personally my favourite is probably Spring, mostly from its. I tried to go, because it's very sort of excited. I sort of had the characters quite excitable. So, oh, look at this! It's spring! It's spring! And so the way I sort of bring that out was this sort of rhythmic with semi-quavers. There's this rhythm where it's 3 lots of 2 and then 2 lots of 3. I sort of keeps a sort of lilting sort of energy throughout the piece. Yeah.
I think for me, my favourite is the winter one. It's very slow, and the poem itself is perhaps the most surrealist. It's by Apollinaire, who actually coined the term surrealism for Eric Satie's music. And I kind of get very Satie vibes from it as well, with this very sort of high-set piano part, and the opening, like Les anges dans le ciel, the angels in the sky. But it's very, very surreal. It's thinking of snow as goose's feathers, and then finishes quite close with I don't have my beloved in my arms anymore. So having just had this, let's enjoy autumn, because winter's going to be sad. Winter is then sad, and I really like sort of the contrast going from autumn to winter.
Yeah, no, that sounds really, really lovely. And do you think it's different when a song cycle's been written for you specifically to perform it? Does it feel like it's kind of different somehow, or that you want to sort of do it differently?
It feels more me.
Yeah.
I have to say, I feel like I'm not singing it thinking, oh, I might not be doing exactly what Schubert or Grieg or whoever other composer I'm singing, I might not be doing exactly what they intended. There's so many connotations and like things you have to factor in when you're singing. If you're singing a bit of Schubert, you don't just have to factor in the text, you also have to factor in what was Schubert going through during his life when you're singing that piece. Here, having collaborated with Johnny throughout this process, like I am the person that sets that. It's my decision, and I really enjoy that. So like there's bits almost as a message me. I can just be like, I'm just speaking to you in this language. So I think it's very me. I can act how I want to and sing how I want to.
Yeah, sounds quite liberating, and like you don't have that kind of pressure of 50 different performers behind you, that you kind of feel like you have to do something different to all of them. Whatever you do is going to be
Exactly.
unique. Yeah. Well, I think that completes our chat, and we hope everyone enjoys the premiere of Seasons by Johnny